Great.
Can we do a keyword search in the forums?
We don't at this point. That's coming later this year. Right now, search only searches profiles, but we're...
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And then another question from Mary Bigelow. Do the formatting features work with the common platforms such as Mac, Windows, and browsers like Firefox and IE and Safari? I think they do.
Yes, they do.
That's
yeah, we develop everything we develop is we're developing on a Mac actually, but we support both, so that's not a problem. The great thing about Flash is that it's platform agnostic, and so it works everywhere. Okay. The last thing I want to show you, you'll be getting messages that'll come up here. These are just like a regular ad. You can click on it. It'll take you to that spot. But I wanted to give you a little, now that you've seen how that works. So here we see there's a new group for the John Glenn Center. I click that. I can read about the group. So Todd just did this as a test, but he might have a better description in here, and I might even see who the members were and decide, oh, that might be a group that I would like to join without having to navigate over to the groups area. Same thing with the events. Same thing with the forums and threads. So it's going to take me right there, right to that spot. It's what we call deep navigation. Makes it it's a usability thing. Now, I asked permission to be able to show you the next piece because it's actually the back end, which I think is fascinating. I thought you might find it interesting that just in the last we've been up for 5 days now. We have 74 profiles up. We've had 92 logins in the last 24 hours. Average number of logins, 9. That's interesting. 24 minutes. This number is probably going to go up, not down, which is very interesting to me. When we look at our users, we're going to be able to see total number of logins, average session. Oh, look at this. So is Elizabeth on our call here? Because she's one of our power users already, which is great. So we can see the average session time. So that's pretty good. We'll start to, we'll see who the biggest posters are. There's all kinds of information. This is what's great about this. It's going to help us fine-tune the community over time. I think what's also very important is, on the dashboard, there was that small community tags. Like these were the most important words. But for NSTA community managers, they're going to see, okay, well, what's the thing people need the most help with? I thought it was, statistically 13 answers is not enough to get excited about. So 13 people need help with networking. So Howard, I'm really glad we built this network for you guys. And then 13 people don't need help with anything. So I think that's great. So this is really going to be so helpful over time in being able to provide services and information to everyone. But I think what also is going to happen is on the I can help with, part of the community is people helping one another. And so we're going to learn where, if you say, you can help in instructional strategies, people are going to seek you out, so and ask for your help in those areas, or help in gifted and talented, or help with career guidance. And then when we look at values, well, there you go. Collaboration and creativity, that just proved what I said, lifelong learning. So I think that this is the right group for this network. Very, very excited. Again, we're able to see all kinds of activity, also looking at all of the information. Again, Intro Networks is all about doing things very, very visual. So here, this is interesting. In the next 5 years, I expect, again, not enough to be statistically really important, but now this one was good, was using this networking tool is better because it connects me to educators I might not meet otherwise. Absolutely. And what you will find is people are going to reach out to you that you didn't know. There's that outbound from you and the inbound that's going to be serendipitous. And you'll see the stories we hear from people. It's just fantastic what they meet and the kinds of people that they meet. So there you go. I still have a few minutes, Howard. So if people want to ask questions, now would be a great time to do that. And I can actually see the question area now as well. So
We just had that one last question, Mark, which is a pretty big issue with a lot of our science educators, both at the higher ed level as well as the K-12. Problems with university or school district firewalls affecting people's ability to use this. We hear a lot on the listserv from folks who cannot get on Facebook, whose school district blocks Facebook or something like that. And I don't think that is a problem for us, although I suppose it's a potential problem anywhere, but this is a private network. This is open at the moment only to NSTA members and registered presenters at the NSTA National Conference, and very soon it will be open to registered attendees for the NSTA National Conference. So it's not as if a parent or a student could come in and just join the community. So that might be some answer to the question. Mark, I'll leave it up to you to talk about anything else technical about firewalls.
Yeah, on the firewalls, the .internetworks domain has not been tagged as or blacklisted because we're, again, you can only get there through nsta.org. And I think if there were a challenge with that, I think you would go to the school's IT and just show them the site so they would see what it's all about. This is all about promoting collaboration amongst teachers, so it's only a good thing. This is it's social because people are using it, but it has a very, very professional feel to this community. Very, very important to us as we were designing it in conjunction with NSTA, that it had that kind of sense about it. Facebook exists for letting people know you're doing your laundry and taking out the dog, and that's appropriate at certain times, and LinkedIn is good to keep in touch with other people, but this is your professional network, and this is why you are a member of this association. And what we're trying to do, working in conjunction with Howard and the team there, is give you almost encyclopedic information about people. I mean, I just clicked a pin at random. I don't have a lot in common because, again, I'm not a science teacher. I don't expect it. But look at all of the things that I can talk to Sarita about. This is amazing. And where else would I find this? Now, I might find this in other places, but the information is so scattered and so all over the place, it's hard to get the gestalt of it. And here, in one click, look at how much I learned. And that's, I think, the huge value here to the system. Oh, I did want to show you one thing to show you where that media played up. So here's where people will see the images you have, and I totally encourage you to create a video because this is where people will get a sense of you. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and moving pictures are priceless in my opinion. You communicate so much visually. What do they say? 57% of communication is all nonverbal. So there's a great way for people to get to know who you are, which is really, I think, one of the other major goals here is you've already, 13 of you have already articulated about getting to know one another. Any other questions that we have here? I'm looking. So I would one time assume that no questions mean Howard, you and I did a great job of explaining everything. It's pretty straightforward. Not a lot of rocket science here. Well, no, that's science. But we thought it would be very good to capture this. I think it's easier to see someone use the system and get a sense of it. I know that the group inside of NSTA and the early group that was invited in have really taken a hold of the system. Reminder, there's a little contact us button. If you've got a problem, send us a message. We'll take care of it quickly. There's help. No one ever reads help, but it's here if you need it. And it's quite good, I think. It was written by non-technical people. And with that, here we go. Yes, I think we all need to play around with this a bit. Yes, absolutely. Get in there and have fun with it. Eliza, yes, the webinar is going to be online. Probably I'm going to take and edit it in the next couple of hours and get it out to the team, and then they'll post it so that you have a place to watch it. So I think
we'll also send the link out to all of you folks who attended, as well as everybody else who's been invited to use the system.
And I think, Howard, it might be appropriate to put it on this page right here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So people will see it right there. And if you have any other questions, you can send mail to communities@nsta.org, and they'll answer those questions right away. And thank you very much for attending and being a great audience. Howard, thanks so much. Good luck at the conference. I think that this is going to be, I wish I could be there, but this community is really going to serve the conference well, and then after that, the general community. So thank you very much.
We'll be sure and have beignets and coffee in your honor, Mark. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, no. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye.